My music is going to be in the Olympics. I'm coming to you live from the Olympics, in the Olympic National Park that is, which is really fitting because my music has been used in not one, not two, but 3 different Olympic Games. And every time it happens, I get asked the same 3 questions. Did I know beforehand? Did I make a ton of money? And did the skaters or the networks need my permission to use my music? Today, I'm pulling back the curtain and we're gonna get into it. The truth is a bit messier than you think, but I think it's also more interesting than a lot of people realize. My name's Jennifer Thomas. I am a composer, pianist, violinist, recording artist, and I also love to film and edit and tell visual stories. Before we get to the sequins and ice, let's rewind because these pieces weren't written specifically for the Olympics. These pieces were actually written years earlier with just me in my studio and my piano, just quietly putting things together and trying to tell a story through the music. Over the years, my music has been used all over the world in competitive sports, and not just figure skating, but also floor gymnastics, synchronized skating, and other championship level sports. It's been performed at national competitions, international events, and world championships. At this point, somewhere between 75 and 100 skaters have used my music in their routines, going all the way up to world championship level, and that's just the skaters that I've been able to track. And that doesn't even include the gymnastics. That's dozens of countries, hundreds of programs, and years of performances. Every one of those performances feels like a complete honor, and even with all of that momentum, I still had no idea that it would eventually lead to the Olympic stage. Because sometimes even the athletes don't even know until weeks before the games if they even qualify. And even then, programs can change. From a composer's perspective, it's almost impossible to predict whether music will get to that stage or not. And that's the thing with releasing music to the world. You can't really control where it goes. Athletes discover it, they connect emotionally to it, and they build choreography around it. And sometimes, if everything aligns, it makes it all the way to the Olympics. All right, so let's get to those 3 questions. Did they contact me beforehand? Did I make money? And what were the rules around permissions and copyrights and all that kind of stuff? So in the 2021 Summer Olympic Games, Vladislava Yarosova did her floor gymnastics routine to my song Winter Symphony, and they did contact me beforehand for that, and so I gave permission and signed a contract from the Russian Olympic Committee. And young Seo Lee from South Korea did her floor gymnastics routine to my arrangement of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, and I actually did not know about that one ahead of time. So yeah, we have 2 different countries, 2 different athletes, and 2 completely different experiences. And in the 2022 Winter Olympics, Karen Chen skated to my arrangement of Requiem for a Dream by Clint Mansell. I did not know about that one ahead of time, but I did speak with her dad afterwards and just confirmed that all of the credits were registered and everything. And she actually helped Team USA win a gold medal with that performance, which was really super, super cool. And this brings us to the 2026 Winter Olympics this year in Italy. Yutana Yoshida and Masaya Morita skated to my song Rise of the Phoenix, and it helped Team Japan win silver, which was really, really super cool. There they go!
Opening with Rise of the Phoenix, and you talked about it being a tall order.
I found out the day before, and I actually talked with both of them on Instagram the next day, and it was super cute. They were very excited, and I was very excited. And they cleared permission to use my music through Click and Clear, which I'm going to talk in a little bit as well. So did I know? Did they contact me? And I already covered this just a little bit. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes I signed forms, most of the time I didn't. Sometimes they went through different federations to get permission. And as I said with the most recent Olympics, they went through Click and Clear. So there isn't one universal path behind the glamour of the Olympics. There's a very real legal and administrative system operating quietly in the background. All right, second question is how much money did I actually make? Did I get a giant Olympic check? My music is the primary source of income for our family of 5, and so every payment matters. So let's break it down on how this works. Olympic exposure does not equal a giant Olympic paycheck. So broadcasters work under blanket licenses through performing rights organizations like ASCAP. So when the music airs, networks submit cue sheets listing what music was used. If your name is on the cue sheet, you get your share, but if it's not, then there's nothing to distribute. So since 2021, I have actually only seen a few dollars here and there come in from the BBC broadcasters. I have actually not seen anything come in from NBC or any of the USA broadcasters, as I haven't seen my name on any cue sheets coming through. And so without that submission, there are no royalty payouts. Now on the licensing side, Click and Clear charges athletes around $25 to register music for their routines. And this last quarter, I actually saw a payment from Click and Clear around $600 for all of the usage of the various skaters and athletes using my music this season. So that's money that I wouldn't have seen otherwise, but is it life-changing? No, probably not, but it's real. And there's also exposure. All right, last question is about copyrights and permissions, but let's also talk about exposure and mutual respect. Exposure does matter, but it only works if people know that it's you. In both the 21 and 22 games, my name was actually never listed anywhere on screen for the music credits. But even so, I was flooded with messages from fans who instantly recognized my music, so that was awesome. And honestly, thank goodness for Shazam. And so in 2026, I have to say I was so happy to see my name listed on screen with the music credits. I was so excited to see that. Now zooming out, copyright issues within skating is actually fairly new. So for decades, the International Skating Union only allowed non-vocal, mostly public domain songs, but in 2014, the rules completely changed. Modern music entered the sport, and modern music is owned. And after the last Winter Olympics, there was actually a dispute and lawsuit over the song House of the Rising Sun, and this caused the ISU to make more stringent rules on making sure you get your music cleared before you go skate your programs. And even recently, this year's Olympics in 2026, there was another issue that came up about music licensing, but it sounds like it got resolved, which is good. These things are really complicated. From an athlete's perspective, they are giving everything to one performance, but from a composer's perspective, we've given everything to years of music. Music is intellectual property, it's livelihood, it's art. And I really love what Alyssa Liu said this year. She said, we really rely on our music. Without music, we aren't our sport. And by the way, a fun little fact, Alyssa Liu skated to my music back in 2019. She was only 14 years old, and she was the first American female skater to land a quad in competition. That was really cool. The relationship between athletes and musicians is symbolic. The performance elevates the music, and the music elevates the performance. It isn't about blame, it's just about mutual respect. All you can really do as an artist is just keep creating, keep putting out the best possible music that you can, and putting it out to the world, and whatever happens after that, just consider it a bonus. If it happens to get into the Olympics, great. If it happens to inspire one skater at a small competition somewhere, that matters too. The work is the point. If you've ever created something and wondered where it might end up, just keep creating. And if you want more real behind the scenes of that journey, subscribe. Funny how something written alone in your quiet studio can echo all the way out into the world stage, and sometimes even back to your small hometown newspaper. Well, for now, I'm signing off from the Olympics, where the air is fresh and the views are beautiful and dramatic. And hopefully somewhere out there is a cue sheet with my name on it. See you in the next one.